Hi, this is Keisha with a cup of tea with KC, and this is the place to be if you want tips and tricks on how to live your best topsy-turvy life. Today we're going to be talking about failure. Failure is such a huge, robust subject matter. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be doing a deep dive where I'm going to be covering all the elements of failure. The before, the fear of failure, the anatomy of failure, and the aftermath of failure. How to recover from the public shame associated with failure. I'm going to be covering all of that in my motivational talk on this month's Winning Wednesday happy hour. It's going to be on February 20th. If you're in this area, you really need to be there. It's going to be awesome. We're going to have food and music and cocktails and my motivational talk. It's going to be fantastic. So if you're interested, check out my social media pages for all the deets on how to register and RSVP. And I look forward to seeing you there because we're going to be doing that deep dive. But today we've got a few minutes together. So I want to talk about 4 tips on how to deal with failure. And we're going to go over them very briefly. And so first things first, let's define failure. Failure is not getting the desired outcome. That's failure. It's not getting your desired outcome. So first thing in reframing your failure is to reframe your definition of success. And the inverse reaction to that is then it changes your perspective on your failure. So for example, me doing this video, one of the ways that I was measuring my success was by the number of views that I had. So therefore, if I didn't have a lot of views, then I considered the video or myself a failure. I have since then shifted my perspective, and now I am measuring my success based on whether or not I film the video and post it. As imperfect and vulnerable as it is, that's how I am measuring my success, is if I am posting on my regular schedule or if I'm not posting on my regular schedule. So therefore, right now, I am successful if I post on the day that I say I'm going to post. I'm going to post every Monday morning. And if I don't post, then I have failed, right? So you see how I've shifted the definition of my success, and inadvertently, the definition of failure has then shifted. And that's point number 1, is to shift your paradigm and your assessment tool on your success. Point number 2, consider your decisions as conducting an experiment. So for example, if you want to start a business in a bakery, for example, if you shift the verbiage from I'm making a decision to start a cupcake business to, you know what? There's a need for cupcakes in my community, and I really enjoy baking and I have a talent. So let's see how this goes. I'm going to invest my time and my money and my revenue and my capital into meeting this need in the community, and let's see how it goes. And I'm going to try it for a few years and see what happens. And so therefore, if you change the verbiage and use it more as an experiment versus a decision, then if you don't have the desired outcome, you didn't fail at the experiment. The experiment just didn't work. So it shifts your perspective on failure. Point number 3, document. Document your failures. If there are things that are not working, make sure that you are documenting what they are. That way, you have a long list of things that you can do differently and change in order to have different outcomes, which may in fact be your desired outcome, which in fact for you may be success. So always document the circumstances and what you did to get the outcomes that you did get, so that you can in the future review that document and make small changes and tweaks in order to then increase your likelihood of getting your desired outcome, which is what success is. And then last but not least, feel comfortable sharing your failures. That is the biggest thing, is because of our fear and we manage our expectations by comparing each other, especially now in today's day and age with social media, and we are always comparing ourselves to someone else's successes and not in fact their failures. Get into the space where you're comfortable sharing your failures with others, because in doing so, you give others permission to share their failures with you, and therefore it becomes a synergistic relationship, and you can learn from others and increase your chances of success and ideas of what things you can do differently to increase your chances of success and getting your desired outcomes. I hope this very brief video was helpful. Hey, like, subscribe, share the video. If you're local, I want to see you at my happy hour on Wednesday. Until next time, this is Keisha with Tea with KC. I'll talk to you later.